Hey guys, how are you? We're back. This is an NBA game, and I will not be talking to this. We will just be playing because the volume is. I just still don't know how to turn down the volume, so we're just gonna play. I'm the Bulls from Chicago, and I'm playing the Indiana Pacers. So I hope you enjoy.
The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. First for Chicago, John Paxson is out there with Michael Jordan. They've got Cartwright each and every night. So important to utilize that size under the basket, and you know he'll be contributing in every way he can here tonight. And there's Pippen, and it's Grant in at the four-man position. And looking at the Pacers, at the 1 and 2, George Hill and Lance Stevenson. And starting 7'2", one of the true giants in the game, another great big man out of Georgetown, Roy Hibbert. Then it's Paul George, and it's West in at the 4 spot. So Indiana wins the tip. Hill against Paxson. Hill dishes to Hibbert.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And what you love about him is just the way he hits the offensive glass. I mean, he knows that those are the easiest points for him. When he can find a loose ball, get an offensive board, and put it back into the basket.
And something else he does that might not wind up in the stat sheet, but is still a big part of his game, his leadership defensively. Collectively, they're a much better team when he's on the floor.
And Hibbert hits them both. And here is Jordan. Grant in the post. Pressed on him. Grant kicks to Jordan. From deep. That doesn't go either for Jordan. Chicago on defense. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Bulls. We talked about David West and what makes him such a tough player to defend. Coach said, West is special because he's so skilled for a player of his size and strength. He can score inside and also spread the floor with his shooting. He can have a quiet night and still drop 20 and 10. So we've got to stay conscious of him at all times. Guys, we'll see how they do against him.
Thanks, Doris.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into very serious foul trouble early in this game.
Bulls making a switch here. Vincent's checked in. About a minute played so far here in the first. West kicks to George.
Yeah, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
And so it's Indiana with it. West kicks to Stevenson. 6 to shoot. The feed to George. Floats one up. Rejected by Grant. Pass to Jordan. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
And so Jordan nails both of them.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
Outside Hill. Passes it to Stevenson. It's back to Hill. Off target with his 3. Chicago with the ball. Here's Jordan. Grant with the ball. Dishes it to Jordan. Pass to Carter. Here's the 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
5 straight misses to start the game. I don't know if they're loose yet.
Now here is defense is right there. Stevenson passes to George. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Feeds to Hill. And he finishes nicely on the way up. Hill's got his first points in this one.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Outside Jordan for the three. It's rebounded by Indiana. West has got his third rebound on the night. Hill inside, guarded by Jordan, and the shot is good. Hill's got his second bucket.
Boy, he's looked great so far, right from the opening tip. Offensively, looks like he's brought his A game.
From beyond the arc, it's rebounded by Indiana. George up top, guarded by Jordan, and that one's good.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
Outside Pippen. Hill pulls it in.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And the basket by Stevenson.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
You know, all coaches hate defensively when you give up easy points in the paint. That's inexcusable. So that's the reason for this timeout here.
I think it came down to the fact they were getting beat inside, and that's why the coach called timeout. They were not winning the battle inside.
Chicago making a switch here. Miller's checked in. Now, here's Grant. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Luis Scola. He's checked in for the Pacers. And here's Indiana. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Hill kicks to Scola. Stolen by Grant. Oh, and here we go now with Miller. Nobody back. That's good.
David Miller. Boy, how's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, it sure was. I mean, he didn't waste any time getting down the court, did he?
Pacers leading by 8. Hill kicks to George. Good. The assist goes to Hill. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Back to Jordan. The pass to Cook. Outside Jordan. The dish to Grant. Here's Miller. Tries to save it. Moves back up. Cartwright gets the bucket.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
And it's Indiana's ball. Kicks it to Stevenson. In low to Scola. There's the bucket. Good. Scola's got his first points of the night.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear. Not his forte. I don't really like that shot, and you can tell the defense is just asking him to take it.
Scola sets a screen for Stevenson. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
I love the aggressiveness with their approach, pounding the ball inside, and it's working.
They are owning this game early. They are constantly finding lanes to the basket.
Boy, I don't know who has that kind of range. That's well beyond the arc.
Not sure what he was thinking about there.
Hill drives in. And it's blocked. And that's going to be a travel. So for the Bulls, Corzine comes in for Bill Cartwright. Davis is subbed in for Horace Grant. Pacers leading by 13. Scola dishes to Turner. Soft touch off the glass.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Watson kicks to Stevenson. And the 3 off target. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, for David West, he was signed by the Pacers back in 2011, and he's helped them advance from a team that had lost in the first round to a team that pushed the Miami Heat to 7 games in the conference finals. Now, re-signed by the Pacers, and teammate Roy Hibbert happy to have him back. Hibbert said, "Before David got here, we were soft. All we would do is shoot threes, and that was it. He came here and he brought confidence. We played hard, we played together, and played as a team. Guys, David a leader on and off the floor."
Well, Doris, confidence so key in this league. Thanks. Will Purdue's checked in for Dave Corzine. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Here's Davis. The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target. Pacers leading by 16. Here's Stevenson. Good. Stevenson's got 6. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Here is Hodges. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Davis against Scola. Clock at 6. Kept alive. A second chance effort. And Davis can't get it to go. And it's Indiana's ball. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. So the whistle blows on the shot. And 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Pacers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Turner.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I'll tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
This team is never afraid to get physical. I think they enjoy this style of play.
Here is Watson. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Well, he looks like he wants to toy around with some of their sets and matchups here.
I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over, and you have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Bill Cartwright, he's checked in for Purdue. Grant comes in for Davis. Miller's checked in for Sellers. And Michael Jordan subbed in for Hodges. And so here is Indiana. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Watson gets a screen from Scola. They set the screen. Turner with it, and it's Miller picking him up. 6 on the shot clock. Turner fires. And the shot is long.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Cartwright, the pass to Miller. Jordan, he's covered by Watson. And here's the fast break. Watson leading the way. And he finished it off with the lane.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. I mean, their offense in the paint has not been up to par.
Stevenson with it. Out-guarded by Paxson. Scola dishes to Watson. Outside Turner. He feeds it to Scola. From the baseline. And that's collected by Grant. Grant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Paxson kicks to Grant. To end the drought. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hit.
That's how you do it, the bump and the bucket.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Hibbert comes in for Mahinmi. And it's West in for Luis Scola. Back to Miller. From deep 3-point range. And again, no good by Chicago. Indiana leading by 20. Here's Turner. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. And it's 6 points for Evan Turner. Here's Paxson. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
Not sure why he's insisting on shooting from out there. It's just not working for him right now.
Turner passes to Watson. He kicks it to West. Wide open shot is on the money.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Now Paxson. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Grant the pass to Paxson. Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession.
12 seconds on the shot clock. 12.
It's stolen by Watson. Fast break. Here comes Indiana with the lead pass. Stolen by Grant. A solo fast break. Here's Jordan. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
He dishes it to Stevenson. West. Here's Hibbert. Miller grabs the miss. Here's Cartwright. Makes it off the glass.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
.151 left now here in the second. Pass to Paxson. The feed to Jordan. Now Paxson. He's covered by Watson. Miller outside. Pulls up. Shot clock at 5. And that one hits back iron. Indiana leading by 20. 125 left in the first half of basketball. Gets it to go.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Paxson kicks to Jordan. Jacks up a 3. And that one's good. Jordan's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's something we didn't see at all from him in the first half when he had a goose egg from three-point land.
Passes to Watson. Dishes to West. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Watson's got 4 assists in the game. Bulls trail by 21. From deep, Jordan. That's good. Jordan's got 10.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
And Stevenson kicks to Hibbert. Hibbert gets a screen from Watson. Shoots from the right block.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Jordan. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over.
I think I'm unstoppable.
Over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Watson dishes to Hibbert. Stevenson. Pass to West. The turnaround. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
And 3 from Jordan. And the Bulls get it back. Cartwright gets the bucket. He has 6.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off and then he took advantage.
That'll do it for the first half.
Anyways, guys, we're going to stop the video here. If you liked it, make sure to like, subscribe, and